So how did New York City turn into Brazil with all these motorbike robberies? And why would anybody want to live in NYC at this point? To enjoy third world living at first world prices? Because I thought this might be the same duo in at least two of them, but you can clearly see it's a scooter, motorcycle, and dirt bike in these three incidents. Now there was a rumor that Brazil allowed citizens to step in and stop these crimes, but apparently that wasn't a real story. But it's insane that those videos were real, but I believe it was from Indonesia. But there are people that are fed up with this type of robbery, and the only person that was rescued in these New York videos was because a good Samaritan stepped in to save them. So where is NYPD? Looks like they're too busy getting bullied by the citizens.
No, you lame, son. Y'all both is lame, man.
So where's all the Back the Blue guys to step in and defend them? Nowhere, because it looks like they remember getting arrested in Burger King last year because they didn't have their government permission slip.
For the sake of public health, will you be rounding us up to the car? Executive orders, will you be rounding us up? I'd like to know.
So now in NYC, you're not safe at a bus stop, sitting outside a store, or even walking around as the knockout game has returned, claiming 20 victims so far. And it truly is sad because it looks like they live in lawlessness and there's really nothing to stop it. It makes me think of this Star Wars meme where they actually point out that you can't support the enforcers when they're led by evil. And you already know my opinion on former NYPD officer turned NYC Mayor Eric Adams. But what's New York Governor Kathy Hochul doing while all this is happening in her state?
At the era of Trump and Zeldin and Molinaro, just jump on a bus and head down to Florida where you belong, okay? Get out of town. Get out of town.
And what's with all these Democrats that unilaterally run their areas, but somehow still manage to blame these spooky Republicans? They literally control everything, but somehow manage to blame the other side. Just like President Joe Biden's press secretary still blaming MAGA.
You know, the president has been really clear that congressional Republicans, that extreme MAGA agenda that you heard him talk about last week is a threat to the rule of law.
And even Biden's tweet talks about how MAGA is destroying America. Never mind the fact that in 2020, he campaigned on trying to unify the country. The Democrats basically run the House of Representatives, the Senate, the White House, the press, and basically all of technology. But somehow they still can't fix our problems. It's, you know, that one guy. He can't even make a Twitter or a Facebook account, but he's the reason for all your household issues. And we somehow still need to defeat him. It's just ridiculous at this point in time, but I think people are starting to wake up to it. Just look at good old bleeding heart liberal Joe Rogan.
So what do you tell those people? Vote Republican. But, you know, you look at guys like Ron DeSantis, who kept Florida open and had some pretty reasonable policies.
So if you appreciate my concise, no BS commentary on current events, hopefully I've earned your subscription and you can help us get to 90,000 ducks. But let's be clear, they very obviously don't want anyone thinking this critically, so make sure you share this video wherever you can, so more people can know what's really going on in the world. And be sure to check out my video on crime in Los Angeles because, at this point, I don't know what's worse.